Hello, I'm Mike Gordon, and after a couple interesting experiments the last couple days of Christmas with NHL Hockey, Star Wars Arcade, and Terminator for the Sega Genesis, I think it's finally time to start with the real meat and potatoes, the really good stuff from here on out. The games I've been sitting on for a long time. First up on the docket is Toon Adventures, Buster's Hidden Treasure. Oh yeah, about time too. Here we are, Acme University. Buster Bunny and his friends are cleaning up a room in the warehouse. A single piece of paper flutters to their feet. Scribbled on the paper is what seems to be a very old map. I'm not sure exactly what this is. Give it to me, Buster Bunny, I'll figure it out. Well, what do you know? It's a treasure map. Give it back, Montana Max. No way. You're a raw apple, Montana Max. Montana Max gets Dr. Gene Splicer to help him search for the treasure. Dizzy Devil, Plucky Duck, Calamity Coyote, and Hampton are brainwashed by the mad scientist Dr. Gene Splicer. The Montana Max and his henchmen kidnap Mouse Bunny, Fifi, and Shirley the Loon. Buster Bunny, stay out of my treasure hunt. You're a dirty rat, Montana Max. Buster Bunny has to rescue Mouse Bunny and his friends. Then he's off to search for the treasure and stop Montana Max. And, yeah, perfect playthrough conditions. It's kind of simple. This game is like a weird hodgepodge of Sonic the Hedgehog from the gameplay standpoint and Super Mario World from level layout. As you can see, this is a momentum-based platformer where generating a ton of speed is the name of the game. However, the physics in this game is very strange. Basically, depending on how long you hold a certain button will depend on how far and how long will ultimately depend on how long you actually hold the button. So basically, if you hold the jump button down for a split second, he will only be jump in the air for a split second and then drop straight down. And then you hold the button, and then once you let go of the D-pad on whatever direction you're moving, Buster will stop dead in his tracks. So if he's moving super high in the air and you let go of the D-pad, he will just drop straight down. You let go of the jump button while you're jumping, your jump will stop at that exact height as well. It's very weird, but it's clear that this is meant to be a beginner-friendly platformer, because this game's pretty easy. Now, there are perfect playthrough conditions to this game outside of beating the game. However, this game uses a password system. It's pretty long for a one-parter for perfect playthrough, as far as perfect playthroughs goes. But if you get really good, you can definitely beat this game within an hour. And anyways, I believe this is where the perfect playthrough conditions finally start coming into effect, starting in this level. See, in addition to beating the game, there's two other objectives we need to clear out in order to accomplish everything this game has to offer. The first, of course, is that you have to reach every single exit and unlock every single stage. So yeah, you have a wall jump. That's how you get out of that pit. Basically, you have to jump towards the wall while you're holding onto the jump button, Once Buster makes contact with the wall, you let go, and then you press it again so you can wall jump off. Anyways, here's the first of 2 exits in this stage. Now, not every stage has multiple exits. Generally speaking, that's only the first or second stage in a in a world, so to speak. Again, this game is like Sonic meets Super Mario World. Even reuses some of the sound effects from Super Mario World. At least on the overworld map. Also, did you know this game is technically a sequel? This is actually the second Tiny Toons game, platformer, developed by Konami. The first of which came out on the NES. So here was the second exit, which allows us to unlock and play through both levels. This is 138 and 13B, so to speak. There's generally 3 to 4 levels per world, and then the boss fight. Oh yeah, one of the branching levels will always feature a bonus round, which is something we also have to complete. We have to enter and complete every single bonus round. So unlocking and clearing every level to unlock every single pathway of the game. And we also need to unlock find every single exit and unlock every single path and clear every single bonus round. So that's 3 down and 1 more to go before we take on the first boss. And we still have to find the bonus round for this world. A lot of these things I'm jumping over are booby traps, by the way, so be careful. Right now I'm just looking for... And oh yeah, something worth knowing is that every 50 carrots you gain an extra life, you get an extra heart container, but though you max out at 5, and you get a power-up which you can activate by pressing A. Each world has its own exclusive power, its own exclusive summon. For example, you get this this Tiny Toon equivalent to Beaky Buzzer. I forgot his name. Sorry. So I make use of the physics in order to launch myself high up in the air and shortcut my way to this guy, who's like the Tiny Toon equivalent of the dodo bird from that old Porky Pig short. Yeah, the Tiny Toons are all basically have equivalents to a classic Looney Tunes. Like Babs and Buster Bunnies are literally like Tiny Toon versions of Bugs Bunny. What's going on? This isn't the Dizzy Devil I know and love. Ooga ooga, ooga ooga. Ha ha ha! He is under my control. Drats. So yeah, this is how the boss fights generally work. There's a mind control Tiny Toon that you have to free, and is the primary method in which the boss attacks, which is always the Dr. Gene Splicer. In fact, Gene Splicer and Montana Max are the only real boss fights that you actually have to fight. With all the splice... Dizzy brainwashed by bad scientists. Dizzy okay now. Dizzy think Buster Bunny. You're welcome, Dizzy Devil. I hope no one else runs into that mad scientist. So Dizzy Devil is like Tasmania Devil. Babs and Bus are like Bugs Bunny. And you might think, oh, what about Lola Bunny? Well, this came out before Toon Adventures predates Space Jam, which is where Lola made her debut. And now we're in World 2, which is this tree-inspired platformer level. Basically, the theme is to keep the high ground and keep moving. And here you got the Tiny Toon equivalent to Foghorn Leghorn, I forgot his name, as a possible summon. By the way, because 50 carrots equates to a power-up, and then another 50 after that results in an extra life, it's very, very easy to stock up and max out your health, your health, and farm a crap ton of lives. Alright, and now we get to the first level with branching paths. 2-2. And yeah, we have 2 branching paths for us to find. Man, I feel like I could be getting through this stage a lot faster from down below. So yeah, I'm gonna take the lower route so we could find our first exit. Oh, here we are, little buddy. So that's the first of 2 exits in World 2. So yeah, it's basically similar conditions to Super Mario World. You wanna snuggle up? I think he just wants something. So yeah, it turns out you just had to remain on the bottom path for this first section. Oh, they're both down here. How cute. So yeah, I'm gonna... And here's the other exit. And yeah, well, okay, they're technically called rounds. So I'm actually gonna take the right path first and then go up. And this is actually one of the longer worlds too, because I think there's another level after these 2 ones. And then you get the boss. So yeah, I just stay on the top path to avoid all the obstacles down below. And boom, we reach the exit. So yeah, this is definitely the longest one. The longest world, with the most levels. So basically I have to go around and find a way to the little dodo bird for the exit here. My recommendation is to just follow along. And by the way, there are some tricky ass platforming sections that require mastering your momentum, and of course knowing when to hold and when to let go of the jump and D-pads. You press C to jump. The A button actually summons a character if you're able to. And I don't know what B does. I did a quick lookup. It says slide. It's supposed to be a slide button, but I've never found a use for it. Literally, I've never seen Buster Bunny use the slide command. So now we're going all the way around, so we can try to clear all these 2 levels. Remember, we still have to find the bonus round for this world. Alright, here he is. And here we actually want to try to avoid these dodo birds until we get to the end. And when they're scattered all over the place, it means there's usually a worthwhile reward like lives and a summon at the end. By the way, if you never use a summon in any of these levels, they will count towards a special bonus. So your objective is to try to swim away through these nooks and crannies while evading the dodo birds. Don't worry about nabbing all the carrots, it ain't worth it. That counts as a checkpoint and an extra life. So why a checkpoint in a bonus round? The answer is simple. That checkpoint is how you save your progress and resume where you left off. Furthermore, if you die, you respawn where you last hit the bell. Well, that's in the past. We are now moving on to the final proper ramp, the final round of World 2. And we are eating nicely with 10 extra lives. By the way, because this game does not keep track of extra lives when you use because, well, the game uses passwords, not an actual save file. So this stage is a lot trickier to reach the dodo bird than the previous one, as there's really no easy climax. But there is a neat little strat that'll help us get to where we need to go. Use a wall jump to hop on both those enemies. Use this guy to get up here. Alright, try to get up there. We need to find some way to get up there, and yep. Go. Hop on them. And there we go. Basically, you need to time your jumps, your movements, your hops. Very tricky platforming skills. There is technically a proper way to get to where you need to go, but if you're skilled enough, you can pull off these shortcuts. So yeah, we have to beat this Wile E. Tytoon version of Wile E. Coyote. And that's it. Hey, Calamity Coyote, are you okay? Can't you hear me? Oh, never mind. And poor Calamity Coyote. Same snake bitten routine as... No wait, the summon from the previous stage was the Roadrunner. I have no idea who this mouse character is supposed to be. It's been a long ass time since I've watched Tiny Toons. So it's not like I'm fully aware of who everyone's supposed to be. What I do know is that Montana Max is like the child version of Yosemite Sam, and there is a child version of Elmer Fudd. You just have to look at their, look at who and what they are, what they somewhat look like, and check their names too. Those two things sort of clue you into who each Toon is supposed to be representing. So these stages focuses more on careful platforming and navigation, lots of booby traps, and lots of pits to watch out for. So, yeah. Alright. Is this stage one that has branching paths? Hold on a sec. Alright, and we're just gonna... Yeah, I think this is the same level as last time. Yeah, it is. This is the first level one that has branching paths. And basically it's near the end where you decide, okay, do you take the high road or the low road? The high or low roads for the exits. So yeah, eventually I'm gonna have to drop down to reach the exit. Gotta watch out for these spikes and these frogs. And here's the second exit. There's never more than 2 exits, and there's generally only 1 per stage. So now we gotta take on the branching paths and try to find the bonus round. Okay, so here you have to stand on top of the spikes. It's the only way to make for progress. Luckily you don't take any damage from that, so... Now I am just... jumping, dodging, jumping, dodging. And I actually tried to jump all the way, but that bat literally went to the wall, so I wasn't able to shortcut my way all the way to the top. Which sucks that I have to wait because that stupid bat went into the wall. So, in here is the bonus round. And here I have to jump on these trampolines while avoiding the early dodos. Why? So I can find the extra life and the power-ups. So yeah, I'm just farming this place for everything they have. And now I have the final prizes, I can now move on to the next stage. Or with the state, well, not the next stage. Continue on with the current one. Yes, I have to be a little patient here. If you bonk on the head, you will drop straight down, regardless if you're holding onto the D-pad. And we have... Alright! I don't know what else to say, really. But just play the next level. By the way, I don't think there's any way to outrun the boulder. I do think, for example, heading down these slopes with all these enemies, they're supposed to use the slide technique, but I have yet to figure out how to pull that off. Narrowly avoid getting crushed. Wait for the spikes to go down. Cross here. Keep on going. Run. Crawl down on our chest. There is another Tiny Toons game that came out like I think a year later. It's a sports game. Tiny Toons Acme All-Stars. It's literally a variety sports game. Alright. So I think we're on our last cave level before we head on to move on to the boss. And the design here is definitely very different. Now, here's another bit of an issue, is that you are completely defensive and have no means of defending yourself against enemies while underwater. And I mean none. You can't call upon your friends, and you can't use the slide technique. You can't even jump. Jumping literally allows you to gain altitude. watching my P's and Q's. Up there, we want to go up here, I think. Yeah, we're pretty much good on extra lives. I don't think we have to go out of our way to find them. Now, why am I not using summons here? Simple. They take way too long. The action literally stops dead at its tracks. The summoned character just saunters onto the field, performs an action. Try to clear the field. And here we are battling Brainwash Plucky Duck with the intent to try to save him from Dr. Gene Splicer. And we have to avoid both the ship and Plucky Duck and those anvils and wait for Gene Splicer to drop down so we can bonk her on the head. Wait, is it a girl or a guy? It's hard. I think it's a woman because of the lipstick. Hey, Faster Bunny, are you hurt? Nah. He is really a bad guy. I won't hurt you anymore. Really? Trust me. Faster Bunny, the lava cave is next, so you must be very careful. So, yeah, they're like Looney Tunes, but they're kids. Which, alright, is fine by me, so long as they stay true to the spirit of the OG Looney Tunes. Which is fine, this isn't not in any way like the baby trend of the 90s, with shows like Flintstones Kids, Tom and Jerry Kids, Pup Named Scooby-Doo, Baby Looney Tunes, Muppet Babies, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Yogi Bear, but it's basically Yogi Bear if he were to pick up trading cards. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! How could that, how the hell did that never turn into a Robot Chicken sketch? The pun is literally right there. Alright, and... yeah, we go to the lava caves. World 4 is basically the same thing as World 3, except there's fire and lava here. For what it's worth, at least there's geographical storytelling here. So, but yeah, this is one with a level with branching paths, so we need to find the other exit. And we ride on the lava lift. And I think the only time I ever saw something like a lava lift in any sort of work of animation was in Land Before Time 7. That's the one with the dinosaurs from outer space thing, by the way. So, very weird and trippy. But not much else. So yeah, if you want to know why Buster has really weird sporadic jumping, it's literally due to the way the physics work. He will jump as high and as far as you're holding on to the jump button and the D-pad. Anyways, here's the second exit. And with that, we are now ready to take on 4-3A and 4-3B, and I have no idea which is which. What I do know is that one has a bonus round, the other one doesn't. No, wait, that's 4-2A and 4-2B. And yes, you see me jump over a little thing like a can or a rake or something. It's literally just a booby trap. It doesn't deal real damage to the best of my knowledge, but I digress. Now at this stage, the objective is to outrun the flow of lava, so obviously this one isn't going to have a bonus round in it. Okay, the wall jumps. And we beat the lava flow to reach the top. And now we are we just have to hop on the platforms. And we do this even though they don't sink all the way to the lava like last time. We had dealt with platforms like this to try and avoid obstacles. Anyways, here's the bonus round really early on too, and not all out of the way. It's kind of similar to stage 2, but the layout is a tiny bit different. Just a smidge. Now we're gonna take on this mouse thing, and I think the mouse might be like a Tytoon version of Speedy Gonzales. But it looks like a mouse. I don't know. So, bell for a checkpoint, an extra life, and out of the eggs. A few more carrots for another bonus, and now we are done with the bonus round. Yeah, try to evade these enemies that are a pain in the butt. And, but at least level doesn't outlast its welcome. And yeah. Now for the boss. Wow, to make up for how long the previous section was, Plucky Duck? Who's Plucky Duck? That's not my name. I am the Toxic Revenger. And you're in for it, Buster Bunny. So we have to fight Plucky Duck again, except this time he's not brainwashed by Gene Splicer. He's actively working alongside him. Hey, Plucky Duck. How many times do I have to tell you? I am the Toxic Revenger. Next time I'm not going to help you with your homework, Plucky Duck. Oh, I'm sorry, Buster Bunny. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Plucky Duck is still just like as selfish as Daffy Duck was. And Toxic Revengers also kind of similar thing to Daffy Duck's own Duck Dodgers. Or Donald Duck's Mally Mallard, which was only used that one time in a PAL exclusive Sega Genesis game. Though it did see a worldwide release on Super Nintendo. But yeah. But unlike Duck Dodgers, which was clearly meant to be a play on Buck Rogers, Toxic Revenger is a play on Toxic Avengers. So yeah, we're already at a bonus round at 5-1, making this easily the earliest you can enter a bonus round in any of these stages. Also, this is one of only 2 worlds, so to speak, not to have any branching paths, as we are literally approaching the source of the titular hidden treasure. And is the literal midway point of the game. So once we clear this stage, we will be entering. So I made it to from the far left to the far right, and this extra life is completely free, so I might as well grab it. And we managed to dodge those spikes. And we took out the bat, and we're done. So here is where the turning point for Buster's hidden treasure is gonna be. Right here, we're at the sunken ship, where the hidden treasure can be found. Now this is a bit of a tricky-ass maze level. I literally had to look up Fiji maps, and even I was thrown off by the level's overall design. But to the best of my knowledge, you can't really shortcut your way to the finish here because the maps literally act as barricades, so we can't go over them. See? Drop down here. And we wall jump up there. On the ghosts and the frogs. And oh yeah, something else you need to know is you can put. It takes me a bit of a while to figure this out, but you have to push the barrels. It's weird because this is literally the only time in this entire game where you actually have to push the barrel to reach greater heights. We want to jump all the way down here so we can reach the exit. Couple jumps is a beeline to the door where the secret treasure can be found. This could be. Yes, it's the lost treasure. Buster Bunny! Give me the treasure! Montana Max, you leave this treasure alone. Buster Bunny, the treasure is mine! And I'll do what it takes to get it! And so this is our first boss battle against Montana Max. He pops up randomly in this stage, breaking more and more of the stage floor along the way. So you have to anticipate where he'll turn up and bonk him on the head several times. Buster Bunny, if you want Babs Bunny and your friends back, bring the treasure to me! Darn, Montana Max is up to no good. Like he literally gives up on getting the treasure himself and just lets us take it to him instead. Anyways, this is actually also the only time that the boss does not cap off the world. Again, it's the midpoint. And what is significant is now, from now on, if you lose all your... Now, up to this point in time, if you lose all your lives, you do get some continues that allow you to continue on where you left off. But from now on, there are no more continues. You lose all your lives, it's an automatic game over. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. But now that we made it across the ocean to the next continent, I think. Let's take a quick look. Yes, we have. We made it to the next island and thus to the next world. 6-1. And this is where the level layout gets really annoying with the boss, with all the enemies. Like, they literally overstuff this level with enemies. Probably because they don't want you dashing your way to the exit like last time. So I'm grabbing that extra life first and then speaking to this dodo bird. And this is actually the first of 2 exits we need to find. So, but I promise you, this is the last time that we have to deal with branching paths in Tiny Toon's Adventures. Buster's Hidden Treasure. Cross my heart, hope to die. Last time in this entire game. So I have to time it to when those clouds appear again. And we actually need to remain on the hike up high this time around, because it's the only way we can actually reach the second dodo bird. Oh, where are you? Where are you? We have to keep an eye on any signs of dry land up the bottom. I dropped down a little early so I could get the extra life, and now we unlocked both paths. Now we just have 2 more bonus rounds and a few more levels left to complete. And by the way, something else worth knowing is you no longer have any more brainwashed friends to rescue. Which is kind of weird to think, because we haven't really rescued Hampton yet. Alright, So yeah, no longer having access to power-ups is basically a huge indicator that we are at the end game now. So yeah, that's it for this stage. So now we're heading to 5. I think this is 5-2A. And this is super annoying because this is literally an uphill climb with a shit ton of enemies at really awkward angles along the way. Furthermore, we need to find the last bonus round. Right here. Actually, this isn't the last bonus round, it's the penultimate bonus round. And really, there aren't a lot of items worth going for, so just pick up as many carrots, lives, and power-ups as you can find. By the way, I tried over and over again to try to reach the top platform and I couldn't do it. So I have to go through this long, arduous way instead. It sucks because I could probably save about half a minute doing that. If I could make the top path. But I can't. And now for 6, is it 6-3? Yeah. And now we just have to wait our turn on the moving platforms here. Because we might as well have to. And this stage is not super friendly to momentum-based platforming. Like, they're really overdoing it with the platforms and the awkward angles that make it nearly impossible to complete far deep jumps with any accuracy because whatever, but we made it to the end. And something worth noting is that this game was released by Konami on a 4 megabit card, and yet they were able to recapture the Mario World type of level design and have about an hour's worth of content. Anyways, here's Hampton. And he's literally using a vacuum cleaner trying to suck us up, so... Sorry, Buster Bunny. That's alright, let's go get something to eat. Okay, I'm hungry too. What a pig. So yeah, we now are in the final world. 7-1. And from here on out, there are no more branching paths. There's just one exit per level. And this is literally Montana Max's personal territory as well. Which is hyper-industrialized. And we have to be wary of those electric fields. And it turns out, this is a spring that sends you flying, so... That's how you make it to the other side. And some of these enemies literally have annoying protections going for them. Like electric energy that pops up on top of their head, and sometimes they stay up forever for some reason. Anyways, we still need to find the last bonus round. Yeah, this guy remains electrified the whole way, so... not much I can do about that. But, with my precise platforming skills, I can at the very least try to locate not just the exit, but the final bonus round. It's inside one of these walls. Let me just... there it is. Here's secret passage to the final bonus round. Similar to the previous one, this one is a repeat of the number of the stage 2 bonus round. But it's there for us to complete, so might as well try and complete it. So yeah, this game isn't quite as well oiled and fleshed out as, say, Sonic the Hedgehog, whose control scheme is pretty close to flawless. Because Side Tunes is very stiff. Controls are really stiff. You stop dead in your tracks when you let go of any buttons. So, platforming can be pretty awkward, but this is definitely a fun game. But we're almost there, and the hour's just about up, so I gotta really bust my ass if I want to beat this game within an hour. This is the penultimate level, and you want to pass 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, this is number 6. We want to go up here. Go to the left. 1, 2, 3. Go up here. To the right. And go up here to the left. Exit. Go into this exit. Every other exit will send you back to the very beginning of the level, so follow that precise instructions and you'll make it to the second section just fine. But here, you actually want to remain ahead of the wheel of these gears as they spin in the opposite direction. Alright, and here is the exit, the next exit. And while we're on these platforms, they will continue to rise like that. And we need to flip these switches if we want to make for progress. We actually need to flip this switch as well, and we can ignore the other path that just leads to a checkpoint. At this stage, I don't care to save my progress because password systems is how you save your progress. So yeah, this game is in a lot of ways the exact opposite of Terminator. Terminator is short, compact, pretty bare bones, yet it's cheap as fuck. And while this game has problems, I love the cute fuzzy wuzzy hippity hops. Black, watch out, it's Elmira, don't let her catch you. Stay away from her. Okay, why are you talking to me? So yeah, we basically need to keep it at max speed so Elmira doesn't catch us. And Elmira is literally just a female version of Elmer Fudd, except she loves animals to death. You won, Rabbit. I'll return Babs Bunny and the others to you. But first you must give me the treasure. No way! Okay, you asked for it. And if you think this is like the Death Egg robot, not really. You just jump around the eye lasers to bonk on his head, you hug where he's gonna be, time when you're gonna jump on him, and then you bonk on his head repeatedly before he gets a chance to do anything. You hit 6 care of the health, and now it's just Montana Max, bare bones, piloting the giant mech without protection. A few more hits will do him in. So yeah, he makes the Death Egg robot look like Battletoads. You promised to let Babs Bunny and the others go. And what about the treasure? Well, as they say, finders keepers. Darn, 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 that treasure is mine! Let's use the treasure to turn this island into an amusement park. That's a great idea. Now it's time to party, Buster style. And so we turn the entire landscape into an amusement park. And we all live happily ever after. Buster Bunny, the hero, and as well as Babs Buddy, and though she's technically a damsel in distress in this game, she is Buster's sister, so yeah, nothing icky there. Plucky Duck in Hampton. Also 2 peas in a pod here. Go Dodo, Dizzy Devil. So I told you it was the Dodo Bird, Dizzy Devil. Lil Beeper and Calamity Coyote. I guess Lil Beeper was the one I thought was Foghorn Leghorn. Yeah, that makes sense. Sweetie and Bookworm. I don't know who those two are. I've never seen them. Sneezer and Shirley the Loon. Sneezer and Shirley the Loon. I think Fifi and Concord Condor. So Fifi's like the female Pepe Le Pew, and Elmira and Furball. I have not seen Furball anywhere in this game. And Montana Max. But that's it for this game, and I hope you enjoy this playthrough. For all its faults, I thought this was a good game, all things considered. So, and tune in tomorrow. It's 12 Games with Christmas is only going to get better from here on out. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Thought out of the way, this is Mike Gorn, sign out.